Hi friends. Subscribe to our channel, comment a lot, give likes so that this video will be promoted by YouTube algorithms and distribute our video, and we will continue. About 3 weeks ago, Ukrainian defenders smashed the bases of the Russian occupants in the village of Yalta in Donetsk region. Russian volunteers Roman and Margarita Krivtsevy from Kursk said that near Mariupol the story with the vocational school in Makiivka, where a strike on the Russian army base on the night of January 1 killed hundreds of invaders, practically repeated itself. This time Ukrainian missiles flew to the village of Yalta in the Donetsk region and hit the hotels where the occupiers lived. There was a lot of cargo 200, but this case the Russian authorities hid. A week or 3 ago in 2 settlements near Mariupol are in the deep rear, on the bases where our special forces are, there were 2 arrivals. The arrival was specific and very many victims among ours there. For some reason, I have not met this information anywhere, even from the war correspondents, said Roman Krivtsov. According to him, the locals hate the occupiers and surrender their places of deployment to the Ukrainian armed forces. Recall also mass deaths of Russians in Makiivka. War correspondents are shocked by the losses in the Russian Federation confirms the deaths of hundreds of occupants. The Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation recognized the strike and a large number of dead in Makiivka, but war correspondents claim that their number is much higher. The grandiose scandal continues to gain momentum in Russia over the deaths of a large number of Russian military personnel who were hit by an AFU artillery strike in Makiivka. The information and details have reached a scale at which the Russian Defense Ministry was forced to issue a separate statement. The Russian authorities recognized the strike and the large number of dead, but limited themselves to reporting 63 killed. However, even Russian military propagandists do not believe in the announced figure. According to them, the death toll of mobilized soldiers is much higher. Russian propagandist Romanov confirms the deaths of already 200 Russian military personnel in Makiivka. At the current moment more than 200 people, he reported. The order of 400 dead and about 300 injured at the Makiivka Vocational School was reported by the AFU's Strategic Communications Department on the night of January 1-2. The Russian Federation reports that the Russian army has already had a large number of similar episodes, slightly smaller in scale, but the military leadership of the Russian armed forces prefers to hide the real picture with the dead. Given the tendency to underestimate its own losses, the number of those actually killed may be quite different. Actually, the very fact of recognizing such losses, and even in extremely short terms, speaks of the same thing, says Russian analyst Anatoly Nezmian. Moreover, it turned out that earlier in Chervonopopovka, Luhansk region, about 200 Russian military personnel were killed. At first, Russian propagandists hid this story, but today they leaked these figures on crooked screens as well, Denis Kazansky notes. Admittedly, I used to think that the statistics of losses from our general staff is exaggerated. But after this news, I realized that not especially, he writes.